Nigeria has had a long history of census taking, starting from the 80s, the 90s, and so forth. So I'm not going to bore you with the history of census or how census began in Nigeria, okay? I'm not going to go into all that. But in this video, I'll walk you through what you need to know concerning the 2023 PHC. Don't get confused when I say PHC. PHC simply means Population and Housing Census. So at the course of the video, I'll be saying PHC. Do not get confused. Also, in this video, I'll be telling you the importance of this PHC, and I'll be telling you what questions to expect from census functionaries, that is census staff, okay, and who is to be enumerated and who is not going to be enumerated. So if this sounds like your thing, without further ado, just get right into the video. 2023 Population and Housing Census is unique because this is the first of its kind. I'm super excited about this. This is the first time Nigeria is conducting fully digital census. Yay! Kudos to our Nigerian government, kudos to the commission, kudos to each and every individual that has put heads together to come up with this plan, to come up with this, to make the dream of Nigeria come true. I'm super excited about all this. I'm super proud of you. I'm proud of you. That means globalization has taken place in Nigeria. I'm super excited. So with enough of this rambling, let's just get into what we are supposed to know. The commission has adopted the use of computer assistant personal digital interviews, which is the CAPI for data collection. This has largely replaced the use of paper forms. So this time around, nobody's coming to your house to bore you with paper writing. To start taking your data, to start enumerating using paper sheets, biros, and all that. Nobody's gonna do that, okay? This time around, the census functionaries are using their PDAs, which is the personal digital assistants, okay? So kudos to the country. And again, the commission has adopted the use of digital mapping techniques using geographical information system. That is to say, every building is largely represented on a mapping system, okay? This whole exercise is to ensure that every household and person is counted once, so there is no room for counting people twice this time around. So having said all that, let me quickly walk you through the importance of the population and housing census. The importance of this whole exercise is to enable policy makers to make realistic development plans, such as provision of pipe-borne waters, just basically provision of social amenities, to determine the number of immigrants, to determine the revenue estimates, to determine the number of unemployment. Questions to expect from a census functionary, that is a census staff. A census staff coming to your house, these are basically some of the questions he or she would be asking you. I'm not saying these are all the questions that he will be asking or they will be asking you, but these are some of the questions they would ask you, okay? One is your age, your sex, and working condition, your marital status, your educational attainment, employment status, that is the nature and type of job, housing and household structures or futures. Just basically, these are some of the questions to expect from census functionaries. So let me quickly rush to who is to be enumerated and who is not going to be enumerated, okay? So let me start with who is not going to be enumerated. Categories of these people that I'm about to mention are the set of people that will not participate or that will not be enumerated in this whole exercise, okay? Number one is all persons born after the completion of a household enumeration. After the completion of enumeration in a household and a person is born, that person will not be counted, okay? That person will not be enumerated. And the second people who will not be enumerated are those people who died after the completion of a household enumeration exercise, okay? Third categories of people who are not going to be enumerated are those guests that spent the previous night in a household but are going back to their household before the end of the enumeration exercise. That is to say, if you leave your house constantly for another person's house and you go back to your house before the whole exercise finishes, you're going to your house before the census finishes, you're going to be enumerated in your own house. You're not going to be enumerated in somebody's house. So these are the three categories of people who are not going to be enumerated. Okay, let's move to categories of people who are going to be enumerated. One categories of people who are going to be enumerated are all persons who are present as at the time of the enumerator's visit. if you did your house, the time we enumerator come your house, you must be enumerated, you must be counted. Okay? Other group are all special population groups. I mean, people on transit, all census functionaries are to be enumerated on the census. All homeless persons, all guests who spent the previous night in an institution. I mean, the idea of this whole exercise is to count everybody, okay? Whether you're a Nigerian, whether you're not a Nigerian, you are to be counted. So the list of people to be enumerated are so huge. So let me not bore you with listing of all those people who are to be enumerated. Basically, everybody is going to be counted. Let me quickly say this. Please, I indulge all the public to please comply with all the census functionaries. Every census staff coming to your house, please do well to comply. Do well to provide this information to him or her, because like I said, this information will be used for policy making, you'll be used for different purposes. So do well to comply, give out your information, and I promise you, whatever information you're giving to any census functionary, it is safe with them. Because please provide information. Do not get scared that people will just carry your information. Your informations are safe with census functionaries. So thank you so much. I don't want this video to be long. Like I said, I will list out the names of those who are to be enumerated on this side of the video and those who are not to be enumerated on this side of the video. Thank you so much for watching this video. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.